Right then, so if I turn that down, it's all my hypothesis, but shit should be working. Hang on, let me just wake chat up, there we go. Oh, that was crap, that was quiet, that was a quiet dive alarm. Ah well. How are we doing, chat? We doing well? Welcome to another live stream, special treat. Thought I'd treat you. Yeah, to two live streams, one after the other. I know, outrageous, right? Jim Bob 2525, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, my friend. 6 months in a row. He's now become he's escalated to the exclusive club of Black Bear. So yeah, thank you very much, man. It's very, very kind of you. Yeah, so we're going to be jumping into some cold waters as ever. I've actually been kind of I've renewed my love for this game. I got a little bit burnt out on it, but I don't know. I'm kind of getting back into it. I'm getting better at it, which is nice. With regards to, yeah, since I'm not having to run down hackers on Arma 2, I don't want to fucking, you know, punch it, bury it before it's dead, as it were. But yeah, I finally think that at least the hack that was being exploited by people, the code that I added to the server recently, I believe has tied that down, simply because after I added the code, a player was automatically banned by the server, and there's been no hacking since. So I don't know. Maybe that's right. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. But like, there's bans by the anti-hack, and then there's bans by the server. The code was added to the server. So if to put it like this, the anti-hack is like, it runs from the server, but it checks your client files, and the BattlEye stuff checks how you interact with the server. And it's the BattlEye that's caught someone, which is very promising because I added the code to the BattlEye filters, which means the fact that BattlEye's caught someone could be our elusive hacker. I'm hoping it is. In any case, we are going to be getting on with some cold waters here, which is great. We're going to see how we get on. Hello, Chinny. Welcome. Are you not a mod, Chinny? Did I not? Are you not a mod? Are you not a mod? Clearly. There we go. I can't remember why I unmodded you, but there you go. Have it back. You should go to the shop. Could you please explain the Alpha class sub? It's like a skipjack on steroids. Can I bring it up in the unit module? Yeah, that's an excellent excuse to get in game. So let's jump down here. I'm actually doing some behind the scenes stuff on my OBS. Just trying to make it run a little bit better. I also found out that yesterday the stream was stuttering a lot. Yeah. Thank you very much there to is that Askell? Askell Pierce. 561 with a tier 2 sub though. You know what I mean? We can forgive the atrocious username for the tier 2 sub. That's very, very kind, mate. And enjoy it. Enjoy your emotes. Where was I going? I was making a point and it's all fucking gone up shit creek as it usually does. So let's tab into the game here. Shit should be ready to go. Can we hear stuff? It's extremely quiet. Is it quiet for you, or is it just quiet for me? I feel like it's quiet for you guys. Is this quiet for you guys? Let me know. Or does this sound about right? It sounds like it's extremely fucking quiet. Can you hear the background music? Is that me? Chat, help me out here. I think I'm losing my marbles. Is that okay? Or is that too quiet? I know it's obviously just background music. I feel like it's way too quiet. Oh, because I literally turned the music down. I remember what I did. I literally turned the music down. Never mind, don't worry. We discovered it together, on my own. Have memory of a fly. Okay, so the Alpha submarine. I know very little about the submarine known as the Alpha. I'm hoping the game will shed some light on it. So let's see. Alpha. All I know is that it's one of the fastest submarines of the generation. Here we go. So the Alpha class nuclear attack submarine comes with Set 65 torpedoes and SSN-15 missiles. Has a test depth of 2,000 feet. You've got to remember a lot of the Russian submarines, in contrast to the American ones, were made of titanium. Obviously much better material to make a submarine out of, but it's extremely expensive. However, the Russians had, obviously being this massive huge body of what is essentially natural resources that is otherwise known as Russia, were able to front enough titanium to be able to build their submarines out of it. So even though they weren't maybe the most capable, they did have very, very, very deep test depths. A lot of the later ones did anyway. So 2,000 feet, that's well beyond like the equivalent American size of submarine. With a 42 knot top speed. I want you to consider that about the time that this bad boy was being was being churned out, the equivalent would have been the Sturgeon class submarine, and that would have only been pulling 25 knots. So they've got a submarine here that can go down to 20,000 feet, go at 42 knots. The only problem with it was that it was kind of loud as a result. I can't remember whether it used an experimental drive or not, the Alpha, that made it so fast, or I can't remember whether that's the Alpha 2. But they fitted them with these creep motors so that the vessel could creep along at a near silent speed, like 1 or 2 knots with the current, just so it could do some stealthy work as well. Because the primary drive for the ship was extremely loud, and was really one of the shortcomings of the Alpha, if you like. Yeah, it was extremely fast. It's got 6 torpedo tubes at the front. Again, the NATO submarine at the time only had 4. So it was, a very, very dangerous submarine, this. And 43 knots is a hell of a pace for a head flank. Oh, yeah. 20,000. Did I say 20,000? 2,000? What did I say? Oh, 20,000. Sorry, my bad. I can't English. I've been to work today. My brain's frazzled. And so on. Thank you very much there too. I think I missed someone. A Twitch Prime sub from Random Facts 137. Well, thank you very much. I will hope to receive random facts as the night goes on. So yeah, we're going to probably jump in a different submarine. I know we were playing the Skipjack yesterday, as infinitely charming as it is. However, Joe is doing a little honour rule as often as he can remember. What I have done in these settings, I have removed the player marker. I have removed the tooltips, the event camera, and I have made the game Iron Man. Essentially, what's happened is, I'd like to thank Saru there, Cubewave, just popping in. Have a wonderful stream, you lot. You too, Saru. You have a wonderful, maybe not a stream, wonderful evening. That's the one. Yeah, I compliment people all the time. Can you tell? Yeah, fucking yeah. Look after yourself, Saru. All right. Okay, yeah, must have been reading Arthur C. Clarke, that's me. So yeah, the game's unrealistic, the speed multiplier's down, so on, so on, so on. But yes, what we're not doing is, I can string a sentence together, just bear with me. So what we're not doing, we're not using the 3D cameras, so you know how I can, click a button and I can watch the torpedo, click a button and go and spectate the enemy ship. We're not doing it. We're only going to have our own ship as our view window. I might do it once or twice accidentally, but even if we get to maximum solution, I am not going to watch the target, which means it's going to be extremely dull as far as watching it goes. You should click away now. It's going to be terrible. It's literally just going to be us staring at our own dirty ship in stank-ass water. So yeah, there's not going to be much to look at, but that's what I wanted. That's what I want. I want as close to a submarining experience as I can. And as a special treat, as we're doing stuff that we don't normally do, I'm going to be taking out a submarine that I rarely ever take out. I have a sort of a general disliking for its playstyle, for its setup. I'm not a fan of it, but we're going to take it out on this stream, and that could only be the big boy. Known as, or the big lady, known as the Los Angeles class, the Los Angeles class submarine in the 1984 campaign. I do prefer the Russian campaign over the South China Sea one. The South China Sea one is very good though. So, here she is. This is the Fleet 1 of the 688, I believe, Los Angeles class nuclear attack submarine, or just just a nuclear submarine, nuclear attack submarine. So, in service since 1976, this is the first class to be designed from the outset with a towed array, and the first to return to the 30-knot speeds of the skipjacks. Originally designed to screen carrier groups against enemy Soviet submarines, they combine high speed with excellent digital sonar and fire control, and the most quieting available, or the most quietening, capabilities. I believe they had acoustic panels put on these, but I don't think the Fleet 1 did. I think the Fleet 3 did. With the addition of the Harpoon and Tomahawk missile system, these boats are capable as capable, against enemy shipping as they are against submarines. Their only drawback is their large size. That makes them very expensive, less manoeuvrable, and less deep diving than the earlier Sturgeons. This one has a very, very shallow test depth, comparable to that of the Skipjack, of 950 feet. It does pull 33 knots, which means it is faster than the Skipjack, but it is extremely big. It's a huge submarine. If I just like go from pillar to post here, like that's like, if I make them like roughly the same size, that's about the size of the Skipjack, and that there is about the size of you don't really get any sense of depth from me scrolling in and out, but if I to put it in literal terms, it's 110 meters long. The Skipjack was 77 meters long. It's like a full like 30 odd meters longer, not to mention wider as well, 9 meters to 10 meters. Not much wider. That's a bit bit harsh, but yeah, much bigger submarine, and it's quite difficult to get up to speed. It's got a very good top speed, but it's quite difficult to get it there because she's a big girl, as it were. She's rather thick. So yeah, the LA class has no character or soul. I know, but I'm going to take her out. We're going to give her some character. We're going to give her some soul. The narwhal, we've given it the passion, we've given it the love. The Skipjack, it's the little Skipjack that could. We're going to give some personality to the Los Angeles class over the next few hours, I should hope. So what you're saying is she's one fat lady. I certainly am. She's absolutely huge. But yeah, we're hopefully going to get a lot done. She's a very capable submarine, if not a little bit cumbersome. Is it going to be a quick stream, or do you have the day off tomorrow? I do not have the day off. Oh no, I do have the day off tomorrow, but I'm going to be playing until about 11 o'clock, which is in about an hour and 45 minutes. So I should probably get into the game, actually, instead of waffling on. At 4 I am going to have a nap and things, and go to sleep, and do all that stuff. So yeah, let me jump on in. So, from Comms of Land to Commander Quebec, Commander-in-Chief of the Atlantic Fleet, new command assignment. Effective immediately, you are hereby assigned command of Los Angeles-class submarine USS San Francisco. That's SSN 711. I don't think I've ever had a designation that late. Yeah. It's quite late indeed. Thank you very much there. I did miss that guy from earlier as well. A couple of people, actually. Curly Mustache, Triggered Happy and Sealed Gamer both followed as well. Very kind of you. Thank you very much. And is it Ouija? Ouija065 for 5 months now. Thank you very much. So, yeah, very, very generous. Do appreciate it, so I did. Daisy, stream tomorrow, please, right hand. Oh, no. I don't know. I've been playing that sort of off on the back. Like, the problem is, I think I'm going to get into the game shortly for the people that are actually here for submarines. I'm trying not to stream on it, and people have been trying not to stream on it just because we don't want to test that the anti-hack works kind of thing. We'd rather just people didn't come on and grief. Do you know what I mean? Like, while I'm sure the anti-hack is doing something, I can't guarantee it, and I don't know if somebody else is using a different hack. So rather than streaming and having to deal with all that bullshit with people coming on and griefing, we're just not going to bother, and we're just going to let people play it. And if people want to come on, that's fine. We're still playing it, we're just not really streaming it that much anymore. A Daisy admin stream tomorrow. What, me just heckling people? Yeah, I should do that. Anyway, submarines. Let's get in the game here. So let's see what we've got going on, what our first assignment is going to be from the Commander-in-Chief. Let's see what's going on. Why don't you play some Bomber Crew? Yep, it's all on the cards, my friend. It's all on the cards. I hope... I found a dupe gun on the DayZ server. Haven't logged on since. It's my baby. Oh, I see, not a dupe gun, a dope gun. He's just keeping it safe. He's nursing it. Fair enough. I can't argue with that. So, the USS San Francisco's come over from America. It's now docked at Holy Loch, Scotland. It's the 26th of November at 0400 hours, so we're being dispatched first thing in the morning. It is a very, very early start to the campaign. If you remember, it was only the 11 days till Christmas in our Skipjack campaign. We've got a good long way to go. 26th of November. Mission orders. Tactical situation. A wolf pack of enemy submarines, attack submarines, is returning, having successfully operated against NATO shipping in the North Atlantic convoy routes, and will now attempt to transit through the Guick area towards their home base, where they will likely prepare for new operations. You must attack them before they have a chance to rearm. Locate and sink enemy attack submarines. So, at the turning point of the war, well, not the turning point as it were, but at the start of the war, our submarines obviously had to travel across the Atlantic to get to Holy Loch, ready for work here in the the Norwegian Sea and plus and Co. Norwegian Sea and Co. The Barents Sea and the Greenland Sea and so on. So we didn't get a chance to deploy since these submarines have obviously snuck past under the SOSUS lines and gone out and heckled a load of shipping. Thank God they didn't intercept us as we came over, but hey ho, it's one of those ones. The San Francisco crashed into a U-Chard seamount. I have no idea what that is. Into a U-Chard seamount. Not a clue. Right then, so let us jump on in. So locate and sink the enemy attack submarine, so there's no secondary objective. Avoid detection by ASW, and we are ROE yellow. I'm going to repair and rearm, I think. I'm going to swap out the UGMs. Yeah. I'm going to swap out 4 of the UGMs for 4 TASMs, I think, like so. So where are they? I'm coming at full speed. You see the Los Angeles class is she's a quick one. The question is, I'm going to just run at patrol speed. There. We'll intercept them out over the Atlantic. The satellite went and found them. Where are they? There they are. Patrol speed, we found them. Okay, the USS San Francisco in the vicinity of Ireland on the 27th of November at 1600 hours. Now, one thing I've learnt about the Murky Waters mod is that, well, sensibly, it was kind of obvious how it worked, but I did actually look at the source code and quite literally figured out how it worked. So the murkiness, or what's known as, like, I think, undersea fog, I think it refers to it in the config file, it increases based on the local conditions. So it's not just like there's one flat colour for the water. It does actually get murkier based on how turbulent the conditions are. So in this case, our local conditions, as you can see over here, are broken with a gentle breeze, and broken is quite rough. In terms of the sea state, it's quite nasty. So it's going to be quite murky. I think that's either 1 or 2 above storm. So it's not good weather. EXO reports, Captain, we have a new sonar contact bearing 013, we'll read it out properly, designated as Sierra 1. EXO reports that our depth is at 150 feet, heading 343, speed is 10 knots. As I say, it's broken with a gentle breeze. My orders are going to be to close to 15,000 yards. I believe this button is working now, so I'm going to close to 15,000 yards and rig ship for silent running.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Rig ship for ultra quiet, so you can see that the water is extremely murky. So we're running at 150 feet here. Two Sierra contacts, both of them Sierra 1 and Sierra 2, because we weren't running at a head flank cavitate. These guys are likely not detected us. We've got at least 3 hostile contacts. We're going to begin identifying them right now, starting with Sierra 1. Very good chance of them being submarines. I don't expect there to be 4. 3 sounds about right. Foxtrot, very, very old submarine.
Is classified as submerged submarine.
Like, I'm feeling tangos, Romeos, that kind of things. I'm not expecting much else. Looks like we've got some fishing contacts. Let's go through that again. Well, this doesn't match up with anything I know of. Okay, let's try surface. Let's try shipping. I'm not expecting warships out here. A communist.
Sonar.
Curious. We shall track that target. Well, again, we can't look at it in the 3D camera, though. That's my rule. No 3D camera. A Foxtrot. So, 2 Foxtrot-class submarines.
Submerged submarine.
Diesel-electric submarines. Very, very weak sonar arrays. Life's good. Are they quite quiet submarines? Yes, 136 decibels. They're running down there. Let's take a look. Sierra 1 and Sierra 3 are both, or Sierra 1 and Sierra 2 are both running at the same depth, it looks like. Doesn't look like they're going to surface. Don't have an estimated speed yet, although they are quite close, supposedly. Unknown whether or not they're running at top speed or not. We're going to dive down a little bit. Looks like we're in the baffles of at least Sierra 1. Yeah, it looks like we're in the baffles of Sierra 1. I could punt a shot their way, but I should wait. It's extremely close range to engage two targets simultaneously. I should wait if I can. And I don't know what Sierra 3 is. That could be innocent civilian shipping, so we need to try and avoid it if we can. So remember, MB has got a little bit of a history in chat here. On that day, January 8th, 2005, the San Francisco had been approximately 360 miles southeast of Guam, travelling at flank speed, more than 30 knots. The navigational charts used by the ship's crew failed to show a seamount or undersea mountain protruding from the ocean floor, and the sub smashed into it head-on. I mean, that was good. Holy shit, yeah, that would have, I imagine there was a what you would call a significant emotional event happening on the inside of that submarine there. Thank you very much to Umlaut as well. I totally missed your sub there. So, yeah, feel good. Thank you very much for 8 months, mate. It's very kind. Cheers, bro. There are no innocent lives in cold waters. Yep. So on our current course, the targets are at 30 and 50% respectively. We're going to turn onto their course. Helm, come right, bearing 042.
Come right to 042. Helm, aye.
You can see she's a big girl. She takes a long time to turn round, even with the rudder hard over. It's because it's such a long fucking thing to turn. Missing all the subs like normal? Yep, there wouldn't be a Quebec stream without them. Just going to turn up that music just a wee bit more. There we go. Right. Tracking the target. There is the communist, supposedly. I want to come up to PD, actually, and just visually identify that vessel.
Make depth 4, 5 feet, dive high.
We're going to come up. Periscope depth. We're going to raise the radar. Not the radar mass, but the periscope. And try and identify the target. We're going to go for a visual identification of the communist, which is supposedly at 10,000 yards. Travelling at 15 knots. It's definitely some kind of merchant. There's nothing that runs at 15 knots as a patrol speed in the Soviet Navy, submarine or otherwise. Hello, Deitzor. Welcome, mate. Hello. Welcome to some cold waters. So here we are. You can see how fucking big of a boat this is. It's funny that, like, nothing's here, like, you'd never know, but, like, just underneath there's this enormous fucking tub. Do you know what I mean? Like, sort of a testament to the submarine's stealth. Okay, so the target is on bearing 66, so we're going to upscope.
Upscope.
There it is.
Helm, steady course.
Some sort of red flag. Looks Russian. It is. Marked as a communist class. Sierra 2 we've got a more accurate bearing for. We've got its course. Downscope.
Downscope.
We've got the course of this guy here. Sierra 2. He's heading course 144 at 8 knots. He's moving back south. Looks like they're trying to move behind the communist class. So yeah, there's a random piece of Russian shipping sort of out by Ireland for some reason. Soviet shipping. There, random car going past. Okay. We're just going to continue sitting here and just servicing the targets, holding our 5 knot speed. As I say, we're very shallow. We're just hiding above the layer at the moment in an attempt to sort of mask our signature reasonably well. As you can see here, Sierra 2 doesn't have a chance in hell of detecting us. Neither of them do while we're on this side of the layer. I could send a torpedo after each of them, which might even be a good idea, but I'm not sure. I kind of want to keep servicing the targets and make sure my firing lines are accurate. Sierra 2 is now fully marked. We've now got a solid sonar solution on Sierra 2. Sierra 1, however, seems to be moving like either directly away from us or directly towards us, and so its sonar solution is quite poor. It's not changing very much in relation to our movement. I'm going to bring us left slightly. Helm, come left. Oh, there we go. Some yob on a moped. Come left bearing 0. Yeah, 0, 0, 0. Come left bearing 0.
Come left to 0, 0, 0. Helm I.
That communist is continuing to go that way there. As I say, we're not going to click on them and look at them. We're just going to assume that our classifications are correct.
Keep the change, you filthy
Oh shit!
animal.
Quiblov.
Quiblov. Quiblov. Oh dear. Oh, that was magical. Holy shit, Quiblov. Thank you very much. Quiblov you too, see. Oh dear. Right. Here we go. We are in Sierra 1's baffles. Okay, now that we've got a line of attack, we can send our torps in. We're going to fire them like so. Like this, and like this. From tubes 1 and from tubes 3. So, in no particular order. Firing point procedures. Bearing. We're going to go this way, I think. Yeah, bearing. Yeah, we're going to go straight for him, in fact. Firing point procedures. Bearing 025. Range to enable 4,200 yards. Ship ready. Tube ready. Fire tube 1.
Con, helm, steady course.
Let's see if Sierra 2 reacts. Yep, Sierra 2 heard it. He's gone active. The other Foxtrot will know something is up. Firing point procedures. Bearing 060. Range to enable 6,600 yards. Ship ready. Tube ready. Fire tube 3.
Shoot tube 3. Aye, sir.
We're going to set both weapons to search below them. Fire control system on the Los Angeles class means I'm able to maintain 4 wires and 4 weapons, which means I can steer each torpedo individually, rather than having to fire one at a time. Torpedoes are away. We are not counter-detected, however. We're going to change course. Helm, come left, bearing 292.
Come left to 292. Helm I.
What I need to do is just quickly unbind those keys so I don't accidentally click them. It's that one. Camera to select contact. We're going to just get rid of these. Keypad divide, that one. You see? And then aircraft, we're going to go as minus. There we go. So I'm not using those keys. There we go. Back and that button. There we go. So now I can't accidentally switch to them. Just switch back. Because I'm playing it hardcore. Or at least as hardcore as I can make it for myself. Can the LA harpoon the M3? Yes, that's the plan. Or either I'm going to probably hit it with a Tomahawk. So I'm going to release the ship from silent running and reload a Tomahawk anti-ship missile in tube 4. I'm also going to prepare an MOSS in tube 3, or tube 2, sorry. So tube 2 is going to get an MOSS after the Tomahawk is ready. Adjust the enable point of weapon 1 to bearing 3 or 034, 4,900 yards mark. We're going to keep that on its current course. We're going to come this way. Helm, come right, bearing 073.
Come right to 073. Helm I.
073I. Because if this guy fires at this bearing here, it's going to come down this line of bearing and not this one. So he's going to shoot this way, which means it's going to have more of a chance finding me over here than it will over here. Really, how well of a torpedo evasion I've got here will depend on really how Sierra 1 reacts to the torpedo coming in on his baffles. Hopefully he won't detect it till it's too late. I imagine both Sierra 1 and Sierra 2 are now at full speed, 14 knots. Is that the top speed of the Foxtrot? Just about.
Master 3 is cavitating.
Oh. Master 3 is cavitating. Master 3 isn't cavitating. Sierra 2 is cavitating. Sierra 2 is dropping noisemakers very, very early. Very, very early. We're going to activate weapon 1. There we go. He's getting his grid down early, as it were. We're going to leave these on passive homing for the moment.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Weapon acquired.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 033.
Has he come shallow? That's my question.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Let's put it back up to surface search here. He's definitely over there.
fire control, weapon acquired.
There we go. Let's put it on the flat and level. Let's get these both to search on the same depth then.
Con sonar, Master 3 is cavitating.
Master 3 is why is everything Master 3? Why is everything Master 3? What's gone wrong? What does cavitating means? It means if I give you a burst of cavitation.
Make turns.
You see how my propeller's spinning really fast?
Con sonar.
Cavitation
we are
is that. That load of bubbles created by the
Con
propeller
sonar, no longer
is
cavitating.
extremely loud on sonar and can give away your position. It means that you can't spin your propeller too quickly in shallow water. We're going to activate or change the enable point of weapon 1 or weapon 3 to 061 6,900 yards. We're also going to send the Tomahawk to the communist.
Con, helm,
Firing
steady
point
course.
procedures. Bearing 049. Range to enable 9,800 yards. Ship ready. Tube ready. Fire tube 4.
Shoot tube 4. Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Tomahawk missile is away.
Fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
Weapon countermeasure homing. We're going to upscope and see if we, like a World War II U-boat commander, we're going to see if we get, we're going to see if we get the hit on the communist.
Con sonar.
There we go. You can see our missile going out.
038.
It's in about the
Con,
right place.
Fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
And see it going down there. Going for an intercept course.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Weapon
Con,
1 is still
fire
chasing the
control,
target.
weapon countermeasure homing.
Looks like we're on target. We're on target. Weapon is on target.
Con sonar lost.
Nice.
Contact. Master 3. Last bearing 049. Contact breaking up.
Let's activate weapon 3 now.
Con,
Sonar. Launch transient from Sierra 2.
Sierra
Sonar,
2 is
launch
there.
transient from Sierra 2.
We're going to steer weapon 3 away from Sierra 2 and get it to chase down the Foxtrot, which I believe is somewhere over here. Look at where they've fired. They've fired their weapons in completely the wrong place. You can see that? So he's fired down here. He's seen this snapshot and thinks I'm down here. But in reality, we're right next to him. Or we're miles away, actually. Those are nowhere near
Con,
us.
fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
Lovely. Still got active sonar. The communist is nosing over. They're gone. That's some Russian merchant shipping going down. Looks like a Russian flag. Can't be for sure. Communist is a Russian class of cargo ship. If not, it is definitely from the Warsaw Pact.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Weapon 1 has reacquired its target. We are going to come left. Bearing 005. Helm come left, 005.
Come left to 005. Helm I.
There we go. Target is now below the waves. We're going to downscope and we're going to change depth. Dive. Take us down 100 feet.
Make depth 100 feet, dive I.
Still tracking the Foxtrot. Looks like we might have a hit here.
Con sonar
Bingo.
lost contact. Sierra 2. Last bearing 036. Contact breaking up.
036.
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 057.
What's the depth of this fucker over here? He's up here. That's where the noisemaker's been placed. Reload Mark 48, Tube 1.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Possible to harvest
Con,
POWs
fire
after
control,
blowing up a
weapon
ship.
Countermeasure homing.
Yeah, that'd be a really cool idea, but I don't think it's in the game. Or it isn't in the game.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Weapon acquired.
Con, dive
Interesting.
at 100 feet, dive I.
The torpedo is... Hang on, I need to set this to a shallow search. The torpedo
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
is chasing the wreck of the communist. I need to set the weapon to shallow search to track Sierra 1. You can see how it's now coming back up to the right depth. Down here on the map.
Con, fire control, weapon.
Con sonar noisemaker
Run on the
bearing
flattened level.
056.
So now it's running on the right depth. As the communist sinks, it is still a contact for the torpedo to get sucked up on. So you need to make sure
Con helm.
that it doesn't
steady
get sucked
course.
up on you.
Con,
If you want to read a good submarine book from Tom Clancy's SSN, Tom Clancy SSN, it's the Chinese campaign. It's pretty close to it. Oh, right.
Tube 1 ready.
There you go. So we're just waiting for Weapon 3 to find the target. He can only evade it for so long. That weapon has got 17 minutes of fuel remaining. So he's got a long time to evade it. If he can evade it for that long. Oh, hello. I've lost that weapon. It is no longer on sonar. The weapon has disappeared. We're going to wait. We're going to wait and see if the Foxtrot sinks. That, or it's going to emergency blow. I feel like the weapon must have hit home. I do wonder where the weapon went. Let's come up to PD.
Make depth 4 by feet, dive I.
We're going to check the surface. Contact is sinking. Contact is sinking. Hold current depth, please dive. The contact is taking. Looks like he might have survived the hit and is taking on water. You can see his depth is going down. Let's see if he can control his flooding. He's slowing. He's maintaining depth. He's trying to counter it. I reckon the weapon hit him, but it didn't sink him.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
It definitely has fuel. We had 17 minutes left on that torpedo, and it didn't go for the communist. Has he been able to control the flooding? I'm going to have to send another weapon. I can't let him get away. Firing point procedures. Bearing 052. Range to enable 7,600 yards. Ship ready. Tube ready. Fire tube 3.
Shoot tube 3. Aye, sir.
Weapon has cleared the tube and is running normally. Weapon's now going to swim out to the target. Last known bearing is here, sorry. Adjust enable point. 057, 10,000 yards. Target is running at 8 knots slow. Peek under the layer. There's nothing else down there. We will take ourselves down a little bit. Dive, take us down to 150 feet.
Make depth 150 feet, dive I.
Helm, come right, bearing 057.
Come right to 057. Helm I.
Interesting, eh? The torpedo's running to the enable point. I did set it to shallow search. I can't believe that the communist... Oh, actually, there's only 1,400 feet of water here. It could well be that the torpedo did get sucked up on the communist, but it would be at the ocean floor by now, and if he's up at 600 feet, it surely wouldn't find a communist all the way down there. I've been very well, Godmama. Thanks for asking. Well, I say very well. I've been pulling my hair out over the DayZ server and keeping it maintained, but it's had a quiet couple of days, at the very least. The hackers have had the weekend off, it looks like, so I've had some time to chill out, play some games, relax. It's always nice. Make depth 200, please dive.
Make depth 200 feet, dive I.
There we go. These weapons are running out. Or running out to the target.
Con, helm, steady course.
So believe it or not, right, even though this is over an incredibly short range, the torpedoes are actually running at like their proper speed. Like I had the speed modifiers turned on, which meant that the weapons were like running really
Con, dive at 200 feet, dive I.
But potentially, there it is. All right. Fucking microphone, I swear. Yeah, I'm having some driver trouble with it recently. I'm not sure. It's just up and decided that it doesn't want to be reasonable anymore. Quebec is rigged for ultra quiet. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, at least that's back up and running. Okay. How are we doing in chat? We've all had good days and stuff. It's enough about me, enough about cold waters. So let's have a chit chat. How are we doing? Are we doing well? Hopefully so. Oh dear. Anything interesting happen with anyone in the chat? Hopefully so. Oh well, not too interesting. You're doing good. Good man, good man.
Oh yeah.
Do you know anything about short fin barracuda? No, never heard of it. What sub am I using? Los Angeles class, the Fleet 1. I guess Google some stuff about it and you will find out what it is. It's a reasonably capable submarine, or one of the best NATO submarines they could field at the time. Well, better in some ways, worse in others. Nice, Jane. Looking at the apartment. Wicked. You got a programming internship? Ah, wicked. Wicked, wicked. Weren't you yesterday playing the skipjack? That's right, Finnerick. But I have changed my mind. God, this is actually like taking an extremely long time. I'm going to set the speed to 1.2. No, I'm going to put it back to 1.5. This is abysmally slow. It is taking so long for that torpedo to cover no distance at all. It's unbelievable. Oh no, Norrell, his vacation's over. Ah, shit. Yeah, you've run out of holiday, mate. It's back to the grind, back to the salt mine with you. I could turn the torp on. Yep, let's fire up the torpedo. Get it searching straight. The weapon is now going to run slightly faster. Yeah, it does run slightly faster, but yeah, speeding up the time. I did turn that down. Like, I turned the game time down to, like, original time, if that makes sense. So it was running so fucking slowly. Like, I'd expect to wait this long for a torpedo that was going to, like, 15,000 or 20,000 yards. It was travelling 8,000 yards. Like, it was not travelling that far at all. I reckon our contact's around here. Going to change our mark slightly. Our solution is improving on the target all the while. I don't reckon he is here. It's only a 68% certainty.
Fire control.
There we
Weapon
go.
acquired.
The weapon's found him. Massive search. He's somewhere up here. Okay. So now the weapon's running to the target at the right depth. Now we see if we can find him. Let's go active with the torpedo. Should give us an estimated range now that it's found him. Just got to wait for the torpedo to ping the target and then it will send...
Sonar.
There we go,
Launch
data
from
towards us.
Sierra 1.
Helm come left, bearing 002.
Come left to 002. Helm I.
You know what? I am going to set the torpedo speed back down. Fuck it. Shit's going to run slow, and it's going to be great. So incoming weapon on that line of bearing. Looks like only one contact, one weapon. He's moving up to 10 knots. I wonder if we hit him. But we'll never know. We'll never know whether we hit him or not. I'm guessing by the fact that was going slow, I guess we must have hit him. I don't know. Just use F9 if things take too long. Yeah, that's a good idea. Speed up time.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 057.
Slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Con,
Exactly
fire
right,
control,
Unigamma.
Weapon acquired.
Okay. So the weapon has acquired the target, all the while closing into close range. He's going to go for his near maneuver here. He's going to try and get around it. Oh, it might not have time. No, he is turning the wrong way. Unless he is changing depth, this torpedo is going to find him. In it goes. I think it's got his ticket. He's not going fast enough. And
Con, helm, steady course.
boom. Reload tube 3. And we're going to get out of here. Oh no, weapons nearby. Okay, dive, take us down to 300 feet.
Make depth 300 feet. Dive I.
Maneuvering, bring us ahead 2/3, 10 knots.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering I.
Helm come left bearing 339.
Come left to 339. Helm I.
Wonderful. I'm going to speed up time. I'm going to get us out of here.
Con, helm, steady course.
Lovely.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Tube 3 ready, aye. There's that weapon activated down there, but we are moving out of the search cone of it. Decent little engagement, folks. Not too bad at all. Lovely. Okay. That weapon's going to continue to run behind us. Only at 4,000 yards. It's actually extremely close, but we got out of the way just in time. I'd say that was a fairly textbook procedure there. Very textbook engagement. It's pretty good. Chill Just Casual asks, finally caught you live. One question I had on my mind for the last few streams: is there a sub with any AA options, or in-game or IRL, sorry, to counter those scout planes and helis? I don't think modern submarines these days do have any kind of aircraft countermeasures. You can actually see the water's getting a little bit deeper as well as we go out this way. Looks like we're over a deeper part of the sea. It's going out to 1,500 feet here. Looks like we're on a small shelf of some description. There we go. Okay. So, all well and all good. Can we get out of here? Yes, we can. Leave combat. After action reports. Enemies engaged. 2 times Foxtrot sunk. Weapons remaining. 13 Mark 48s, 2 MOSSs, and 4 UGMs. And 3 TASMs. Large weapons room in the vicinity of Ireland. Radio it in. Okay, from the Commander-in-Chief of the Atlantic Fleet. Comsublant is very happy to hear about your recent success, Commander. The Soviets should be aware that the Atlantic is our waters, and that any attempt to operate in it will be forcefully dealt with. The excellent work of you and your crew is what gets that message across. Well done. Await further... Oh, he was definitely chipper about that then. All good. Why does this game show underwater features? They would have maps and stuff. Why doesn't this game show underwater features? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, so world news. The deafening silence of there being no music for some reason. Thank you very much, Chicken Tenders, as well. I did miss your sub. Yeah, nothing unusual there. Thank you very much. Convoys protected. Incidents involving... If I sit up properly, actually. Like that. Put that there. Ooh, there you go. Actually, lock the microphone into a decent place. Convoys protected. Incidents involving attacks on transatlantic convoys by hostile submarines in and around the Grimica, I guess, have rapidly diminished. An anonymous spokesperson suggested increased NATO submarine operations in the area are a contributing factor. However, the Pentagon has refrained to comment on submarine operations. Without the threat of attack from submarines, transatlantic crossings are becoming more efficient and suffering fewer losses. If this improved influx of supplies and war materials can be sustained, NATO forces will be in a position to take the fight all of the way back to the Iron Curtain. There we go. Lovely. So, one after the other, the Commander-in-Chief has given us a different mission. No idea why the sound isn't playing, but... I wonder if it... No, it should be fine. It should come back eventually. Tactical situation, 27th of November 1984, 1800 hours. Intelligence has discerned a pattern to movements of enemy at-sea replenishment tankers and tenders. A small force, including 1 or 2 of these ships, is expected to sail from Murmansk shortly for a rendezvous somewhere in the Norwegian Sea. You are ordered to find and sink this group. You may also get a chance at the enemy warships the group is intending to support, but the tenders and tankers, or the tankers and tenders, are the mission target. Primary objective, locate and sink enemy replenishment tankers and tenders. A secondary objective is to locate and sink any nearby warships if possible, and avoid detection by ASW patrol. We are ROE yellow, which means we are free on designated targets only, and MCOM is to maintain radio silence until otherwise directed. Right, we need to get over to the Norwegian Sea then. Continue on course. So we're going out this way. We're going to move at a head flank, 30 knots, 33 knots. And we're going to come into the Norwegian Sea. There we are. Lots of hostile submarines around the SOSUS line there. We're going to move at patrol speed through the Norwegian Sea here. A couple of submarines there, ASWs. Here is our target, I think. Let's intercept. I'm intercepting at full speed. Okay. Captain, we have a new sonar contact bearing 057, designated as Sierra 1. XO reports that our depth is at 600 feet, heading 019. Speed is 20 knots. Conditions are broken, which means the water is going to be quite murky, and there is a moderate surface duct and thermal layer at 141 feet. We shall use that to our advantage. We are in the vicinity of the Norwegian coast, and it is 1 o'clock in the morning on the 29th of November 1984. Remember, we're after the cargo ships. We're not after anything else. We're after just the cargo ships, as it were. Okay, so all hands to battle stations.
Sonar lost contact.
Slow us down.
Ship for ultra quiet.
Brig ship for silent running. We're going to slow us down from 20 knots. We're going to try and find this target. Ambient noise is 83 decibels, not high, not low. Dive. Bring us up to 400 feet.
Make depth 400.
Hello, Luna
feet
Flora.
high.
Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we're going up. Sneaky breaky like. There we go. There's the fleet. Right, so we've got Sierra 1. Let's have a look at him, see what he is. Sierra 1. We reckon he's surface contact. No, it looks like he might be civilian. We might have our merchant ship as marked as Sierra 1 here. A Dubna AOR. What have we got about the Dubna?
Sonar Sierra 1 is classified as merchant.
A very, very large cargo ship of some description. 11,000 tons, 205 decibels, extremely noisy. Bring us up to PD. We're going to visually service that target. Estimated range is 10,000 yards. Okay, so we're going to visually identify that one by raising the periscope. Let's try and mark his friend, Sierra 2. I would wager that's a warship in escort. Whether or not he's got more than one ship, I don't know. But at least this is... Here we go. We've got a Grisha, one of those small torpedo frigates. Oh, hello. We've got some active sonar screening. And they're coming this way.
As escort.
Okay. Curious. They're moving this way at a hell of a speed, actually. They're very close to us. They're coming straight for us. Okay, I'm going to get a torpedo down the line of bearing as they're coming straight for us. Surface search, please. Ready, tube 3. Firing point procedures for Sierra 2. Yep, firing point procedures. Bearing 060, range to enable 058, sorry, range to enable 2,600 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, fire tube 3.
Shoot tube 3. Aye, sir.
There we go. Weapon has cleared the tube and is running normally. We're going to periscope up very quickly. 059 on that line of bearing. Our contacts should show themselves. We are nearly up at PD. Have I tried dead cells? No, I've been meaning to, actually. AOR stands for Auxiliary Oil Replenishment, so it is an oiler, in fact, then. The more you know. Upscope.
Upscope.
There they are. They are coming right for us. Mark. Mark. No other close contacts. Downscope. Activate weapon 3. Run it straight to the target. Ready to fire a decoy. Ambient conditions, 83 decibels. They might not detect this until it's too late. I need to change course. Helm, come left, bearing 337.
Come left to 337. Helm aye.
Should really go deep. Let's see, when will it detect the Grisha?
5 feet, dive aye.
Or when will the Grisha detect the torpedo? The Dubner's a different kettle of fish. Grisha's moving at 27 knots. It's screening ahead. Hasn't detected our torpedo yet. Hasn't got it. No, is he making his turn? Hasn't detected it yet. He's going to detect it very shortly though. As soon as he starts his maneuver, we'll know shit's up. So far he's continuing on the same course. He will very soon detect it. I reckon very soon. Weapon's nearly found its mark. Okay. There we go.
Con, fire.
Con, helm, steady course.
Have I tried Dead Cells? No, I've never played Dead Cells. Okay, the target has, I believe, identified that there is a hostile contact nearby. It has slowed down to the 15 knot mark. It has fired a snapshot at us. Helm? Or firing point... Yeah, we're going to go firing point procedures. Firing point procedures, bearing... Let's go like this. Firing point procedures, bearing 227. Range to enable 3,200 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, fire tube 2.
Shoot tube 2. Aye, sir.
Helm, come right, bearing 114.
Come right to 114. Helm aye.
Wonder if this Grisha is going to be able to flick its arse around. What I have fired out of the front tube, heading in this direction, is a decoy. The enemy is going to think that is me. We're going to dive. Let's go for a crash dive. Fire the dive alarm. 3 blares. Let's take us down. Emergency dive. Ahead flank cavitate. Silence the klaxon. We're going down. There we go.
Con, sonar, lost contact.
Grisha has been hit.
100 feet.
Down we go. Imagine the Dubner's going to change course very shortly. Helm, come left, bearing 271.
300 feet.
Reload a Tomahawk missile in tube 3. Reload a Mark 48 in tube... No, tube 3 and tube 2 respectively.
Con, sonar, no longer cavitating.
Take the bubble off the boat, please. Bring us left, bearing 067.
Come left to 067. Helm aye. Con, helm, steady course.
We're down here at 800 feet. Just got to get behind the weapons.
Passing 800 feet.
800 feet, aye. There we go. Right then. Not too bad. Not too bad. So far, so good. Right. Now we're just holding, we're just waiting to see what's going on here. The plan is obviously to come down here to the south around the weapons, resurface and fire a Tomahawk missile at the target. Okay.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Tube 2I. There's that weapon. Helm, come right, bearing 090.
Come right to 090.
I'll stay on our current course.
Helm aye.
Try and get underneath them. Dive, take us down to 950 feet.
Make depth 950 feet, dive aye.
Gotta try and get underneath
Con,
them.
helm, steady course.
On helm, steady course. Weapons have not yet enabled. They'll be running over the top of us. Wonder if we'll see them as they come over. I don't think they're that
Con,
close.
sonar, torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 082.
Helm, come left, bearing 011.
Come left to 011. Helm aye.
This weapon's coming down for us. I think I can avoid this weapon if I can get it to go for my decoy.
Con, helm, steady course.
Con, dive at 950 feet, dive high.
This guy's going to come for me.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Now I'm going to get it to go for that decoy, and then I'm going to turn away. This weapon has enabled over the top of me. It's going for the decoy. It's going for the decoy. If I run this way...
Oh, yeah. 3, helm, aye.
If I run like this...
Come right 2.
Thank you very much there to Rozak. Finally a stream. Cube Wave. Hello, my friend, and enjoy your dark brown emote. Sorry. Oh, sorry. What? No, I don't remember putting that on there. Sorry, your dark brown black bear. That's all ready to go now. You've upgraded. You're a 3-monther. I can't fucking. My brain is barely fucking working. Dark brown emotes. Yeah. My bad. Weapon is going into some kind of circular search. Definitely Quebec.exe has stopped working.
Come right 2. 0. Con, sonar, torpedo in the water, torpedo in the water, bearing 280.
280. He's going that way, he's going that way.
Steady,
All ahead
right
flank, you
0,
see? This
7,
weapon's
9,
now going for the
helm,
decoy. And this weapon should
Con,
start going for
helm,
the decoy
steady
as well.
course.
This weapon shouldn't come back for me. This weapon should go up and chase that guy. And see how I ran parallel with it, and now I've palmed them off. That target there. Oh no, he's searching deep. He could still come for me. No, we're just out of range. Excellent. So this weapon's still chasing this. This weapon will eventually go back after this. We're going to sail on by the Grisha here and go for the Dubna. The Dubna can now not defend itself. I doubt there'd be any kind of aircraft either.
0, 6, 2, helm, aye.
Fortunately, my decoy was fired shallow, which means I can't really go shallow until I'm a little bit further away from the target.
Steady course.
Lost that weapon there. Could be the fact that it's in our baffles. No, there it is, it's still there. Okay, so the Dubna is somewhere up ahead. Around here, if he's not turned around and started running. Helm, come right bearing 080.
Come right 2, 080. Helm,
Oh,
aye.
you can see the Grisha down there. See that? In the water? Just the hull.
Con,
Looks like it's
helm,
overturned.
steady course.
Is it overturned? Looks like it's overturned. Hard to say. We go flying past. Yeah, it looks like it's belly up. Yeah, it turned over, it looks like. Grim. Oh no, it looks like it's on its side. We're looking at the bottom of the hull here. Oh, it did go belly up. Look at that bastard. Yeah, 100% dead fish. Great. Speaking of emotes, they probably won't until I was informed they might not be till sort of mid-September. So you know, it's one of those ones. Happy to wait. She's got a lot of work, as in like loads of like people commissioning artwork from her, which is fucking great. I'm chuffed for her. Okay, we're gonna come up. Dive, make depth 4-5 feet.
Make depth 4-5 feet, dive high.
Slow us down to a head standard.
Make turns for 1-5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Soon TM. Yep, you got it. You got it. Iron's got it. Lovely. Okay. Sorry if I'm not very talkative, to be honest. I'm not sure. I'm not quite back in the. I'm not quite back into me streaming shoes or me streaming trousers, as it were. I've had a couple of weeks off. It's been sort of a couple of weeks. Yeah, I'd say it's been about 2 weeks since I did like streaming like properly, and my brain's frazzled. I've forgotten how to do it. Normal service will be resumed within a couple of days as I find my feet again. I can play the games, I just can't commentate over them, as I'm finding. I've lost the knack. I've lost the knack. My streaming trousers, that's the one. That's going to be in the merch store. You mean no trousers? No, I don't want to disappoint people, but I am in fact wearing trousers at the moment. Just for the moment, though. It's not normal. I don't normally wear trousers. Just as a treat. We need to slow down to the patrol speed of 10 knots.
Make turns for con sonar, no longer cavitating. Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Do you know what? I'm actually going to slow down to 5 knots. There we go.
Turns for 5. Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
My streaming kilts. Now there's an idea. Yeah, streaming kilts. Fuck yeah. Right. Okay. Let us up periscope then.
Upscope.
Upscope.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 5 knots.
There he is. Would you look at that? He took tail and ran. Yep, we're looking at the stern. Mark. My friend is running for it. Okay, let's fire a tomahawk right up his caboose here. There we go. Only just able to fire it at him. Firing point procedures, bearing 049, range to enable 8,000 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, fire tube 2.
Shoot tube 2. Downscope. Upscope.
Con, dive at 4-5 feet, dive by.
There goes the missile. Let's track it in. It's a little bit off target, but it should switch and turn. It does have its homing warhead. Dubner's only pulling 16. Not God, I was fucking miles off. Look at that! So, it's not like you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. You couldn't hit the broadside of a fucking AOR. There we go. Okay, weapon is... There we go. Snap to target and...
Con sonar lost contact.
Whoa.
Master 1.
Fuck yeah, now look at the smoke on that.
9. Contact breaking up.
Holy fucking shit! Look how fast that's sinking! Holy crap! Look at that thing go! Jesus Christ, look at the size of it! It's sinking like a lead balloon. Oh my god. And we've got the time acceleration slowed down and everything. Look at it go! Look at it go! Holy crap! It's already like nose up. Jesus, that's a fucking monolith and a half. Jesus. I was just making myself comfy there. Yeah, that's astonishing. Another ship swallowed up by the ocean. Yeah, reload tube 2. Lovely. Okay. Right. Downscope.
Downscope.
Is the AO clear? No, there is apparently weapons in the water. That'll be those ones. Okay, bring us up to patrol speed, please. Maneuvering.
Make turns for
Helm,
1.
bring us right.
Con
Bearing
sonar, we are
086.
cavitating.
Take us down to 150 feet.
Maneuvering.
Speed up time.
150 feet.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
No longer cavitating, aye.
Con, dive at 150 feet, dive by.
150 feet, dive I, or con I? You've just joined, Adam. We are playing sort of a hardcore version of Cold Waters by not using the targeted cameras, so we're not going to be able to see where weapons are coming from or what classification ships are. We're just going to sort of go with our gut, as it were, and use the internal torpedo computers. There is no events camera. Iron Man is enabled, so on and so on. So it's, yeah, going rather well. First two missions have gone relatively easily without a hitch. We're obviously in the Los Angeles class here, the Fleet 1. So far, so good. Still weapons nearby. Speed up time. Cute, have I ever played Elite Dangerous? If so, what did I think? I never played Elite Dangerous. I did play Star Citizen. I'm waiting patiently for the grave. Because I'm waiting for that game to come out. Like, I will be dead in the ground before that game comes live. I guarantee it. I'll be 78 by the time that goes into open alpha. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking like it's going to be unbelievable. I'm really looking forward to it though. I just hope it doesn't fall through. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I hope that it works. Like, please God, let it work. It needs to work. The internet needs something like Star Citizen. Taking their sweet time. Well, I don't want to sound like I sound like one of these people that defends Apple. Like, even though they full well know that they're getting screwed over. I'm happy to wait a long time for Star Citizen simply for the fact that they're having to pioneer everything. There isn't a server architecture capable of hosting what they want to host. There isn't like an engine capable of fathoming the scale and the seamlessness that they want to put and the size, you know, all in one go. They just don't have an engine for that yet. And so they're having to build it as they go. Now, in the case of most game development, there's a very good chance that, for example, The Elder Scrolls 6. The Elder Scrolls 6 was announced, I think, was it E3? I can't remember. I think it was E3. And it was only like a teaser, but I imagine The Elder Scrolls 6, at that point of being first announced, has probably been in development for the last 3 or 4 years, I'd say. Easily been in, but it was all very hush-hush. If you tell people too early, they'll forget about it. But the problem with Star Citizen is that it was crowdfunded, which means everybody had to know about it before it was released. Which means we are conscious of every minute, every day that passes since it was first announced to us, or the idea was first sold to us. Because we're so used to only having to wait like a year or like 6 months after a game's announcement to actually get it, whereas the actual behind-the-scenes development of it takes years, like literal years, and that's just a normal game. I mean, Alan Wake, if anyone remembers that, the single-player story game, that took 6 years, 7 years to develop, like, and that's just a single-player, you know, story. Like, it's fucking, you know, the game's like fucking, you know, Star Citizen, you know, oh man, what a scope they're trying to, and the fidelity. It's not just the scope and the size, and it's the fidelity of it. How fucking crisp they're trying to get everything. It's like, oh god, yeah, massively looking forward to it. I don't know how they're going to do it without instances though, because they said that they didn't really want to do instances, but they've made instances because fucking, how could you not make an instance with that kind of scale? But hey ho. Not to mention cranking up the whole company from scratch. Exactly, yeah. Like, literally, fucking, I can't blame them for taking as long as they are. Or as long as they will be. Anyway. So, in terms of the game here, sorry, just waffling on there, staring into the middle distance, Captain XO reports that we have no close contacts nearby. We are ready to leave the area. No vessels nearby, no weapons, no aircraft, and no flooding. Your orders, sir. Leave combat. Grisha 3 and Dubna both engaged and destroyed. After action report. Good to hear you intercepted and destroyed the enemy replenishment forces. Keep up the good work. Further orders to be transmitted on this downlink. New orders to be transmitted on this downlink. New orders to be transmitted on this downlink. Over and over again till the end of time. Wonderful. Okay, the newspaper clipping of the day. Navy moves in. NATO warships and submarine... I don't know where the music's gone. Thank you very much. Oh, shit, the Godmama. Thank you very much there. 2,000 bits. Holy shit. That's very kind of you. Any more invisible ink? Yes. Also, do I check Twitch messages ever? No. Never check Twitch messages. Or maybe I do. I tell you why I don't check Twitch messages as much. Here we go. I've been practicing this excuse for a while. You'll like it. Pretty much everything that I used to go on the website for is now handled by my OBS client. I've got chat in the OBS client. I've got all of the Streamlabs stuff, so I can see that Umlaut subscribed an hour ago. You know, C donated an hour ago. Bling followed 25 minutes ago. Everything is in the client now, which means I really don't have much cause to go to the website and like fucking do anything on there, because it literally is all client side now. Thank you very much there to Luke Shadow Rider for 6 months. You now are the infamous Black Bear, my friend, and do enjoy it. He's moved up in the world. So yeah, it's one of those ones. Like I don't check. I'm terrible at checking messages for that reason and that reason alone. Yes, I've got Streamlabs OBS. I should really stop using it. It's like it's too convenient. Like everything's here, but the stuff that isn't, I just totally forget about. Anyway, yeah. The Navy moves in. Recent NATO gains at sea have decreased the numbers of warships needed to maintain control in several regions. Many vessels from these regions have been rapidly reassigned to escort duties to better protect convoys carrying much-needed arms, armour, and men from the United States to the United Kingdom. Okay. So, immediately sent down the plumbing is another mission here from Comsablant, top secret grade. It is the 29th of November 1984, again 1 o'clock in the morning. Tactical situation. Recent reconnaissance overflights show a large force of enemy landing ships God, and surface combatants preparing to sail within 3 days. Navops believe they will attempt to conduct an amphibious landing at Oslo, Norway. Bad weather prevents airstrikes, and Navops is depending on you to intercept and destroy the force before the landing occurs. So there's a large landing force leaving Murmansk, I think that was? I don't know. It'd probably be Murmansk or Archangels, more than likely. And then it is going to try and land at Oslo, so we've got to intercept them short of that. So we've got to sink the enemy landing ships. So if he's going to Oslo, he's going to be coming this way, I believe. Oh, there we go. There's the music. World News, 29th of November 1984. West Germany has been defeated by that man and his glorious mustache, his pencil mustache. No one was going to stand up to him. So, the Warsaw Pact forces are now in total control of West Germany after a massive and brutal assault. The aggressors are demanding a unilateral ceasefire and immediate handover of power by the political leadership of the country. NATO and Warsaw Pact. I always see WP as white phosphorus. Thank you very much there to NL Blade. What about an apron that says "Kiss the King" or "Kiss the Q" for the merch store? I don't know. I don't know why I read that as "Kiss the King." I'm not so self-vain, but yeah, "Kiss the King." I like that more. Yeah, kiss fucking Quebec branded apron of all things. Nothing says gaming merch like a Quebec branded apron. I suppose we all have to eat. I guess. Fucking hell. So, Warsaw Pact forces seem to be evenly matched. Both sides are making frantic efforts to gain the initiative. Control for the Atlantic is still at an even contest between Soviet and NATO fleets, however. So, the war at sea is even. However, Russia is making gains, or the Warsaw Pact is making gains here in the west, or the east, even. Okay, so we're going to hold here. Oslo's down there, but they're going to hook around the North Sea here. They can't go from Archangels. More sensibly, it would be launching from Leningrad and going to Oslo through here. But the reality is they're just not going to do that. So we're going to hide here. Have I been detected? That's the real question. We're going to stay. There we go. Patrol speed, we're holding. Okay, we're very slow here. Captain, we have a new sonar contact bearing 093, designated as Sierra 1. EXO reports our depth is at 50 feet, heading 132. Speed is 5 knots. Conditions are clear. With a very strong surface duct and very strong thermal layer at 113 feet. That is really going to help us to hide. Close us to 20,000 yards, please, and rig ship for silent running.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Or for ultra quiet. We are going to come up to periscope depth and we're going to attempt to visually ID the targets that are approaching from our west there, or from our east. 200 bits there from Myers Jeff there, on vacation, drunk, have some bits. Thank you very much, mate. Hope you're enjoying your holiday. Where did you go? Tell us about your holiday, sir. For all of us that are trapped at home in the rat race.
Designated Sierra 4.
Sierra 4, okay, we're going to upscope.
Upscope.
Contacts.
Oh, yeah.
No close contacts that I can see. Google you, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub, mate. Cheers, fella. No close contacts at all. Downscope. Looks like they're still in the fog bank. Raise the ESM mast. Action threshold, no. Downscope.
Lower the ESM mast.
Okay, so we're going to have to just identify them the old-fashioned way. So let's go for signatures, starting with Master 1. Let's start with warships. Looks like it is a warship. Is that the guy? Udaloy, Mark.
Con sonar, master 1.
Sierra
is
2.
classified
Looks like we've got a
as
cannon. Or a cash-in. Thank you very much there to Jeff Myers again. Oh, cheers, bro. And yeah, fucking... Don't... I'm the equivalent of the stripper, aren't I? You pissed as a fart, just throwing money away. There's no striptease going on there. Oh, I don't know. Maybe later. Right, so... is this one... Cash-in, not cannon. Another Sierra comes onto the list. This looks like merchant shipping. No, it doesn't. Very loud, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
A Rapua, it looks like. Yep, warship or a landing ship, LST.
Con sonar, Sierra 3 is classified as merchant.
This looks like it could be a Rapua as well. Nope. An Aguma, that's a landing ship.
Con sonar, Sierra 4
Or at least a
is
personnel
classified
carrier.
as merchant.
Sierra 6 I haven't identified. Let's identify this one. Potential warship, extremely quiet. I'd say cash-in, Mark.
Con sonar, Sierra 6 is classified as escort.
So Master 1, estimated to be at 15,000 yards. We're going to upscope. Bearing 093. So this way. Still, there you go, just tab out the game. Nothing. Nothing on the horizon. Downscope.
Downscope.
Yeah, that's right, I'll do him a sexy dance. Yeah, Q After Hours. That is a perfect name for a fucking like podcast or something. Q After Hours. That's awesome. Write that down. Put that on the notes. Or put that on the mood board, shall we? Wicked. Okay, so things are going well for the moment. We're obviously holding this side of the fleet. No visual contact established yet. So I'm going to have to service the target. So I'm probably going to come round the fleet. So helm, come left bearing 044.
Come left to 044. Helm I.
Going to get out of their way so they don't crash right into us. There we are. Right. Hard over to port. Why not just radar up, Ramon? Because radar is very easy to counter. I don't want to use my radar because at least I was told. I don't actually know whether this is true or not. I just took it as gospel when I heard it. But apparently raising radar is super easy to detect. Like, it's very easy to counter-detect a radar signature. Like, the simple fact that you are broadcasting radar makes your radar signature really high. So I was told never to raise radar in a combat scenario and only use it for sort of identifying trawlers. That could be total bollocks. And if it is, I shall raise radar. But I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure, like, radar is very easy to counter-detect. But the radar is like the only one without the detection meter. It's true, it's true. Radar is like a two-way microphone, yes. It can be traced back. Yeah, I thought it could. Radar is super easy to detect IRL. So if I raise my radar, I light up like a Christmas tree on their ESM. Okay, that's good to know. Anything active is easy to find. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. So yeah, we've learned a thing. Don't raise the radar mast. Ooh, hello. These guys are making an interesting maneuver. The Aguma is here. Oh, hello. The fleet looks like it's right there, heading south.
Con, helm, steady course.
Let's take a look at the bearing of Sierra 4, 086, upscope.
Upscope.
Still no closer to a visual classification. Downscope.
Downscope.
Let's go like this then. Helm, come right bearing 085. Curious, I was not expecting the fleet to be moving in this way.
Helm I.
Very unusual Very unusual. It's like the fleet's split into two, or it's merging. Very odd to find this kind of setup. Yeah, IZTS there. It's a lie! Raise the radar, raise the ASM, fire all torpedoes! And start cavitating. What is noise? Speaking of Star Citizen, I have the Vanguard Sentinel, the electronic warfare ship. I'm waiting for my ship to become useful. I have got the Drake Caterpillar there, Gunner. I have got the... what have I got? I've got the Drake Caterpillar. I've got the Buccaneer, the Drake Buccaneer. And I've got another one, like a smaller, much smaller ship. It's not a Mustang. Oh, that's it. No, sorry, much smaller ship. Yeah, the Buccaneer and the Freelancer. That I've upgraded to the Freelancer Max, that I've not had chance to fly. So I've got those three ships. So I want to do cargo work, if you couldn't tell. Apart from the Buccaneer, which I'd be using to defend myself with. But I liked the Buccaneer's ruggedness, even if it was shit in combat. Like, compared to some of the fighters in Star Citizen, the Buccaneer is arse. Like, it's so bad. Yeah. But I like it. I like it a lot. Is this game like Battleships? Do you mean like the board game? I guess so. Is it like Battleships? Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Myself wrapped up here. Sitting in my blanket again like an absolute chump. Okay. The familiar song of active sonar there in the distance. Still no sign of our contacts though. Solutions are improving. We've got rough estimates of the fleet's position. I think there's two separate cells here. Sierra 4 and Sierra 6 are both out here for some reason, and the rest of the fleet is holding in this position. Two separate escorts are going to merge. Which is very interesting. P-Hub's got a Super Lancer, or a Super Lancer, a Freelancer Super Hornet. Oh, you've got a Super Hornet. You've got a Super Hornet. Oh man, the Super Hornet's filthy, mate. As in, like, it's just disgustingly powerful. I envy you, man. Fucking Super Hornet. Yeah, that's ridiculous. An Aegis Avenger. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, the Avenger's solid. I want the Prowler dropship. That is the one that can hover on the ground and at the size of ships. Yeah, that would be cool. You've got a Constellation Andromeda and a Super Hornet D-Hash. I really liked the Constellation. I was going to go for the Constellation Taurus, the cargo variant, but it's not like flight ready yet, so I didn't bother. Okay, the fleet is proving to be somewhat elusive, as I say. At the minute, I'm just sort of sitting here waiting for shit to happen. I need better solutions on the fleet. We're going to upscope.
Upscope.
Any visual contacts? Not yet. They've got to come this way eventually. Nothing. Downscope.
Downscope.
Let's raise ESM.
Raise the ESM mast.
Got myself a Constellation and whatever the large torpedo bomber is called. A Retaliator. Bishnag. Could be the Retaliator.
Lower the ESM mast.
Lower ESM. So we know we're tracking the fleet, we're just not close enough to it yet. I'm not willing to give away my position that easily. Hello, we've found the lead ship. There's the Eudaloy. Bearing 095. Let's upscope. It's at 20,000 yards. 095. There we go. Mark. Just cut through the fog bank. Downscope.
Downscope.
This is likely their lead ship, so the rest of them should come into view. I need to attack from the side here. Helm, come right, bearing 115.
Come right to 113. Helm aye.
Or 113. Okay. Hello. It would appear that it's turning right towards me. I wonder if he detected my periscope. If he stops on my line of bearing, I 100% was counter detected there. 100%. They're not speeding up though, which is the curious thing. I've got my work cut out here. Like seriously, I've got my work cut out. We're gonna have to change course. Helm, come left bearing 063.
On, come left to 063. Helm aye.
My cover isn't completely blown yet. Asks whether he was detected and then immediately oh yeah, look at him. They've sent a helicopter out this way as well. Downscope.
Downscope.
He's not necessarily our target. There you go, he's turning away from us. Not too bad. We need, like I say, we need to get to the meat and gravy of the fleet, and that is the cargo ships. I can fire 4 weapons simultaneously, so I should consider just trying to knock out the entirety of their what's-it fleet at the same time, but as I say, it's a dangerous game. We're still 20,000 yards, give or take, 18,000 yards from the Eudaloy there. But that should really be a testament to just how powerful of a sonar system it's got. His active sonar can quite comfortably detect me at this range. Look at it. 21 in the low-frequency active sonar band. So if he goes active, he can find us quite comfortably. Let's take a look at the rest of the fleet here. There we go. That's starting to look like the formation. There we go. The Rapua and the Aguma. Looks like they're trying to hook south here.
Con, helm, steady
Master
course.
1 is down to 7 knots. I feel like I've potentially been counter-detected as they're tucking tail and running. Something's not right.
Con sonar, Sierra 6 is classified as
Oh,
escort.
yeah.
Okay, let's fire a spread. We've got to get after them. So, we're going to set all of these to surface search. Thank you very much for the Godmama. Take my money. It doesn't have to. It's not a paid-for service. You can enjoy it for. Oh, well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I do. And you're fucking first place in the fucking. What's wrong with you? You're throwing your money away for a subpar streamer. What's going on there? What are you playing at? Never mind, eh? Alright, so let us fire a spread of weapons at the bulk of the fleet there. Looks like we've got 3 cargo ships and 1 Eudaloy. So we're going to fire our first 3 weapons at the other targets. So, firing point procedures, bearing 090, range to enable 26,000 yards, ship ready, tube ready. I'm going to have to defeat those guys with missiles, aren't I? Okay, belay that. Reload, missiles in tubes. Let's go harpoon, harpoon, and then TASM. And let's fire a torpedo at the Eudaloy. Firing point procedures, bearing 095, range to enable 12,100 yards. Ship ready, tube ready, fire tube 1.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
Instant reactive fire there. Okay, so we're going to set the weapon to here. We definitely were counter-detected then. Take us down. We're going to go crash dive. They've likely fired extra weapons at us. We're going to go down. Helm, come left, bearing 073.
Come right to 073. Helm aye.
Passing 100 feet.
Whoa! Look at that shit! Look at that shit! I was in his head, man. I was in his head. Like, reload MOSS.
Passing
30 degrees
feet.
left rudder.
Passing 400 feet.
I knew there was some weapons coming for us.
500 feet.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
No longer cavitating.
passing 700 feet.
700 feet. We're going to
Con,
go underneath
torpedo
them.
room, tube
Passing 800 feet.
800 feet. Aye.
Con, knuckle formed.
Got a knuckle formed.
Passing 900
We're
feet.
going to stay down at 950 feet
Make depth 9.
and come this way.
Feet, dive by.
Thank you very much there to Papa Chef. Good evening, fine gentlemen. Good evening to you, sir, as well. Welcome, welcome. We are currently in this absolute bathtub in full torpedo evasion for the moment. So they dropped an air-launched torpedo of some description right on our head. You can see the wake there. We're going to carry on. You get to keep that sweet butt for a bit longer, damn straight. So we're hauling ass. We're also quite far past our test depth, below 1,000 feet. Shouldn't really be exceeding the what I should be with the submarine here, but hey ho.
Oh,
Sonar,
yeah.
torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing. 1, 2, 3.
Torpedo in the water. Drop and
Con,
drop.
torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Had some sort of explosion. They're firing torpedoes at my torpedo. It's like that Yo Dog meme.
0, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Helm aye.
Would you like torpedoes? So we fired a torpedo at your torpedo.
Con, sonar.
Ah,
Torpedo
you
in the
bastard.
water.
This
Torpedo
guy
in the
came
water.
deep.
Bearing. 2, 4, 6.
Okay. Fire an MOSS behind me, up this way. Fire tube 1.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
30 degrees right rudder.
Con, knuckle formed.
Con, sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing. 1, 3, 8.
That's a knuckle. They should both go for the decoys. I'm going to slip past them both. Heading in this direction.
Come right to. 1, 3, 5. Helm aye.
Oh,
Con,
hello.
torpedo
I've been
room,
hit
tube
with a
3
weapon.
ready.
I've been hit with a ping.
Con, helm.
By a
Steady
control
course.
ping. Just at my depth. Dun 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 dun. Fuck you! Oh dear. Right, okay. I've got no more MOSS's, so we're going to reload a Mark 48. They're both going that way. We're going to slow down here. 5 knots.
Make
Bring us up to
turn
600 feet.
5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Make depth 600 feet. Dive by.
These are helicopter torpedoes. No, I don't think so. These are probably air-launched torpedoes. Hang on, we've been reacquired by a torpedo. Ah, you bastard, we're not going fast enough.
Make turns for.
We were still in
3,
range of this
3
one.
knots. Maneuvering aye.
Okay, well, this one's coming to stay. Our torpedo evasion was not fast enough. Can I get a knuckle at this speed?
Con, knuckle formed.
Yes.
Make turns for 2, 0.
It has not
knots.
confused the enemy
Maneuvering
weapon.
aye.
The enemy weapon is still coming for us. 30 degrees right rudder.
Maneuvering. Making turns for 2, 0 knots.
Joe needs a knuckle. That Eudeloy, I think, is right on top of me. There's that noisemaker. Try and confuse it. Oh, he's got a drive around. Okay, that's not good. We've got our work cut out here, friends.
Dive at 6.
That other weapon that he fired at me is going to be coming that way. I've got to go up this
Helm
way.
left 2, 0, 4, 9. Helm aye.
This is going to get interesting. This torpedo is going to fucking broadside me pretty much. Okay, good. He's turning the way that I want him to. If he'd have turned this way, it
Con,
might have been a
helm,
bit worse.
Steady course.
Still heading at a head flank cavitate. It's a shame that I got immediately counter-detected.
Master 1, bearing 0, 9, 7.
Come on, another decoy. There we go. Right, now we've got to go up and over him. 30 degrees left rudder. We got to get up and above him. Come on, you big bitch, climb.
Passing 500 feet.
Come on, you bastard. Get up there.
Passing 400 feet.
Okay, we're over. 30 degrees right rudder. No, we wanted to stay left rudder. Okay, right, we're just going to have to run it out. Torpedo did not turn the way I had expected
Come
it.
right to 0. Con sonar, we are cavitating.
We need to go down. Down, please,
Make
dive.
depth 700 feet. Dive I.
700 feet, aye.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
At least we dragged one of the torpedoes off us. There we go. Is this a mod for Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Con, helm, steady course.
Yeah, unfortunately, this torpedo is on my ass. Come on.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Why are we cavitating? We're deep.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Oh, I wasn't at top speed.
Come right to 060. Helm I.
I think I'm going to just have to missile the ships. Deal with whatever else
helm,
afterwards.
Steady course.
Really need another decoy. Really need another decoy. Let's go for a knuckle.
Con, knuckle formed.
Right. 30 degrees right rudder. 30 degrees left rudder, sorry. Full rise on planes and ballast. Let's go over him. Just too big.
Passing 600 feet.
Slightly too big. Ooh.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Okay.
Passing 400 feet.
400 feet.
Con
Alright, let's
sonar,
nose
lost
over. Take us
contact.
back down.
Master 1, last bearing 0.
Master
9,
one's in the
7.
baffles.
Contact is in the baffles.
We're coming this
Come
way.
right to 0.
Yes, slow us down. 5 knots.
Make turns.
Bring us up
Con
to
sonar, no longer
200
cavitating.
feet.
Make depth
Turn us this way.
0 feet. Dive I.
Gonna have to come up to PD, I think.
Depth 4 feet. Dive I.
I wonder if that
Sonar,
torpedo
regain
found its
contact
mark.
On. Master 1.
I guess
bearing
not.
095.
Okay. It does have anti-missile guns. I'm hoping that I can shoot around them. Fuck. Oh wait, I wasn't meant to do that. I've clicked on the thing. I've done a bad thing. Okay. We've got to stay deep for the moment.
072.
Take us back down.
Make depth 9.
10 knots.
Make turns for
Let the bubble off the boat.
0 knots. Maneuvering I.
Yeah, we got to sink again. We got to get back down. Shit's about to get very real, yo. If that weapon activates here, I'm in big trouble. Ah, helicopter dipping sonar. There's a helicopter right here.
Sonar regained contact on.
Watching this shit happen. There's our weapon that's now active. Eudeloy's probably slipped past it at full speed. If I don't see, it's not enough that they're tucking tail and running.
Sonar, torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 135.
That's bad.
Con,
This is
helm,
bad.
Steady course.
I just wasn't deep enough. Okay, ahead flank cavitate, 33
Make
knots.
turns for 33 knots. Maneuvering I.
33 knots, aye. Bad news. Every minute I leave it is another
Come
minute
right
they
to
get further away.
096. Helm I.
Gonna be at the same level as me. Had a long time to change depth. Where's the target?
Con, helm, steady course.
Where is the bandit? There he is. He's gonna go over us. He's not gonna hit. All good. All back emergency.
Make turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering I.
All ahead flank.
Make turns for 3 knots. Maneuvering I.
30 degrees right rudder.
Con, dive at 950 feet. Dive I.
Hold current course. Let's run it out. Drop a decoy. Which way are you going to turn?
Oh, yeah.
Does not want. Does not want. Do. 30 degrees right rudder.
Con, knuckle formed.
Oh, get over it, you big bastard.
Passing 800 feet.
Nose
Con,
over.
sonar
30
lock,
degrees left rudder.
700 feet. Con, knuckle formed.
Take us down. Hold current course. Take us down 950 feet.
Make depth.
Oh, it's fucking Edberg. Hello, mate. Fucking just subscribe. Hi, bye. Well, see you later, man. Fucking cheers, bro. 2 months in a row? Holy shit. Thank you very much, mate. It's very kind of you. Where is this bastard?
Making turns for
3 knots is locked in. Need to close on the
Come
fleet.
left to 089 helm I.
There's the bandit. Decoy away. I can run against that weapon for a long time, but it is going to be a long time. That's bad. Knuckle.
Con, knuckle formed.
Good shit. Oh no, that's bad. Right. Oh, fuck. Got an emergency blow.
Dive I.
I gotta get up above it.
Flooding in the machinery
Oh,
space.
flooding in the machinery space.
Passing 800 feet.
This is bad.
Charging high pressure air banks after emergency blow.
So we've
Unable
got
to dive.
fucking... Well, this shit's about to get very bad. Okay.
Control party. Lay to the machinery space.
Propulsion shagged. Rudders shagged. We're coming up to the surface. Whether we want it or not.
Oh, yeah.
I've got to get ready to fire some missiles.
Contact on Sierra 2 bearing 0.
Look at that for a fucking hole there. That was bad.
Con, charging high pressure air banks after emergency blow. Unable to dive.
Can I fucking power us down?
1 0.
Need to take the bubble off the boat. Take me down. Need to counter the emergency blow. Let me down, let me down. I need time. Time to repair stuff, time to reload. I have found neutral buoyancy at 500 feet. No! Oh shit, yes, fucking hell, we're sinking again. Perfect, right, turn the screws for 9.
Make turns.
I have found neutral buoyancy. Oh dear. Great. Fucking perfect. Right, okay, we're fighting our wars like this from now on then.
500 feet.
Oh no, we're coming up again. 10 knots. Come on.
On. Our rudder has been repaired.
Rudder's been repaired. Okay, we need to just make repairs while we're down here. Repair the planes. I can't repair propulsion. Propulsion is off limits. God, no. Do not drag us back up. We need to stay down. Oh, God, no. The bubble. The bubble's coming on the boat. Stay down here. Please. I need... No. Come on. Come on. I will it. I will it. Need to stay deep. Oh no, like we are coming up to the surface.
Dive planes have been repaired.
Come on, dive planes have been repaired. Take us down. Shit, I can't overcome the positive air pressure. It's just not happening. Damn it. There's just not enough water running over the planes to keep us deep. Fuck. Come on, we're only pulling 8 knots at the moment. We need to go faster.
8 knots. Maneuvering I.
Propulsion's totally fucking shagged. Didn't breach the inner hull, however. It's just shagged propulsion and the towed array. Yeah, I just can't get the power out of it. So here comes the cash-in and stuff. Right. Oh, fucking hell, this is gonna suck ass. I've got to just fire a fucking volley of missiles at the two ships and just fucking hope that they don't fucking kill me. Holy shit, this is going to end badly. We are coming up to the surface. This is starting to look more and more like Das Boot. Das Boot, they were trying to get out of the water, and I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to hide. They've got me by the ankles and they're dragging me up. Holy fucking shit. Thank you to Rick O'Connell for subscribing for 3 months now. Thank you very much for the tier 2 sub. And Isadarth. There once was a lad named Quebec whose chat was a pain in the neck. They wanted the bear song, they'll riot before long. Now Quebec is salty as heck. That was good. I like that. This cash-in is coming to finish us off. Please. Please. Can we not? Please. Oh, okay. Right. I'm going to take the bubble off the boat.
Make turns.
I'm going to keep us at 10 knots.
Turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye.
I'm going to level us out. Ballast is going to bring us up to the surface. And I can't stop us from surfacing either.
Con, charging high pressure air banks after emergency blow. Unable to dive.
Passing 300 feet.
There it is. If you get propulsion back, I can't get propulsion back. That needs to be back. I need to go back to the harbour for propulsion. Okay, once we cross the 200-foot mark, I'm firing a T-LAM at the catch-in.
Passing 200 feet.
Right. Fire tube 3.
Shoot tube 3. Aye, sir.
Here we go.
Passing 100 feet.
Here we
Con
fucking
sonar,
go.
we are cavitating. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 3 bearing.
It's
1,
a fucking
0,
death sentence.
0.
Here we are. We've surfaced.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 4
And now
bearing.
our high
0,
pressure air
9,
bank begins
1.
to charge.
Con sonar regained
The
contact
damage to
on
propulsion
Sierra 5
and the
bearing.
waves.
0, 9.
There's very
6.
little I can do. I'm going to give us a 5-degree turn on the rudder just so we're turning slightly, but that's all I can do. Okay, let's get the radar up. We might as well. They know where we are. We might as well know where they are.
Con sonar master 2 is classified as escort.
Upscope.
Revac. But at least they're far away.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 2.
That's
Last
a
bearing
rocket.
0, 6, 7.
That's a
Contact
rocket.
breaking up.
That's a rocket. Okay, we need to
Con, fire control. Unable to fire.
fire on there.
Shoot tube 3. Aye, sir. Downscope.
Whoa! Okay, something just fucking ruffle stomped us. Right, we've got to abandon ship. That helicopter dropped shit right on us. Holy fuck, we are going down at the stern. Wowee. Get your oars. Fucking hell. They didn't half fucking ruin us. Well, we got one of their ships, and we're going down. Abandoned ship. We sank one of the Krevac. We got hit by a depth charge. Yeah, fucking hell, we got slammed. But we got recovered. We got recovered at the very least. NATO admits loss of nuclear submarine. A NATO spokesperson has confirmed Soviet claims that a US nuclear attack submarine has been lost in action. Although details are uncertain, sources close to the Pentagon say loss of life was minimal. Most members of the crew have been safely recovered and are already on shore, thanks to a determined rescue effort. I don't know how the Americans managed to get here. I wish their warships could have arrived a bit earlier, but what do you know? The Navy continues to assess the effectiveness of the submarine and naval operations in its task force. Despite the risks maintaining control of the Norwegian Sea and Atlantic, it remains a top priority. An undisclosed number of additional nuclear attack submarines have been dispatched to reinforce recent losses. Lovely. So, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to bugger off. So, are there ICBMs? No. There are not any IBCMs in the game. Yep, depth charge at 0 depth. I am going to bugger off. I'm probably going to play a little bit of DayZ, just chill for a bit. And yeah, I'll probably catch you all tomorrow for some afternoon streams. Maybe a bit of Bomber Crew or something like that. Bear song to make us feel better. It's not about you feeling better. It's about me feeling better. And it won't make me feel better. So yeah, thank you very much for everybody that dropped by. Oh, I've got terrible indigestion. Thank you for everybody that subbed. Thank you for everybody that, you know, trailed on in here. I'm slowly rebuilding my rapport. Well, at least not in cold waters anyway. So yeah, I'm going to bugger off, and I'll catch you all next time. Toodaloo!